So a commenter by the name of Mob78 has been repeatedly, well, I guess I shouldn't say repeatedly, it's only been like 2 comments, but they've been trying to hint at me that maybe my Paul is care theory is not correct. And while I can't really just dismiss the Paul is care theory, I will admit there are a couple of pieces of evidence that I noticed that don't really line up. Namely, Paul is Paul. So if Paul is Paul, how can Paul be care? It doesn't make any sense to me. Which is why the Paul is care theory confuses me the most, is like, but Paul is Paul, right? The other thing too is, if my theory about the episode 7 room in the child library with the censored object, if that's Paul's room, then Paul can't be Care, because Care has her own room already. But that's only if that theory about the room is correct, which I don't know. To be perfectly honest, like, I can't throw away my Paul is Care theory completely, but I can keep in the back of my mind some of this other evidence. There was one other thing I wanted to say, but I've been desperately trying to remember it leading up to this video, and I just can't remember what it is. So sorry about that. But yeah, I can't completely let go of that theory unless Petscop gives me something else to latch onto to maybe like point me in the right direction, you know? Anyway, speaking of Petscop, oh boy, we're about to get into it now. I don't even know what happens anymore. Petscop 16 was the last thing I blatantly remembered, so now I have no clue where we're going from here. This is genuinely new to me now. I mean, it's not. I've watched all these before, but I don't remember anything that happens anymore. We got Petscop 17, 13 minutes and 1 second. Just one.
One!
Already in the thumbnail, I'm noticing we're seeing that symbol from Petscop 16, so maybe that'll be expanded upon this episode. And they want me to find out. Okay, and we have a new description. Some select Petscop recordings. In a way, recordings have the power to raise the dead. They're kind of scary. We just finished our long Easter egg hunt. Interesting. I also don't know what these down here are. These are probably like soundtracks, I guess. I don't know, we'll probably get more context to that in this episode. Let's full screen it. It looks like we're back in the garage from Petscop 16, so just continuing from there. Yeah, we got this theme again. Nice and spooky. Oh, got another pause menu thing. The ghost room is a ship in a bottle. Ooh, hold on. That might have some significance, actually. Because I know there's something they say about a ship in a bottle. I don't know what it is, or like what the metaphor of a ship in a bottle is, but I know that that's like an important metaphor. Ooh, I'll have to look into that. Okay, why are we in the pause menu, though? The options menu. We've never been here, so this is new. We got volume, graphics, controls, and sound test. Me and Teal Gamer's been showing me a lot of like this Sonic Friday Night Funkin' mod. The sound test guy from like, I think it was the first Sonic game. Like that creepy sound test menu or whatever it was. That's what that reminds me of. I don't think it'll be nearly quite the same thing as what the Sonic thing is, but you know, it just came to my head since, you know, I've been watching a lot of this Sonic mod. Oh, we're going in the sound test menu. Wait, so we not about to check out any of this? Also, there was like a different thing for each option. Yeah, so for volume, it is like a speakerphone. For graphics, it's a screen, which looks like it has the gift plane on it, back from episode 1. For controls, we have a controller, obviously. And for sound test, we have some sort of crystal ball or something? I don't know. It kind of looks like the crystal ball things on top of the pyramids in Amber's room and on top of her trophy. All right, now we're in the sound test. Wow, okay, I'm not about to like not read all that. Okay, we got Carolina. That is the because I've seen these soundtracks in the subtitles. So Carolina is the theme that plays when Carolina shows up. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Petscop, I think, is the title screen theme, and the gift plane is the theme that plays when we're in the gift plane. Even Care Level 1 is the theme that plays when we're in Even Care, coming in from the gift plane. Work Zone Level 2. So this is the theme, I think, that plays when we come into like the secondary version of Even Care that was shown in Petscop 9 and 10. That's like kind of an alternate version of it. We do not know the 5th one, or the 6th, 7th, 8th, Whoa, 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 whoa. We do know those ones. We know number 9 is birthday, which is the birthday theme that plays in the house in Strange Situation, like that save file. And then we have 0A. We have an A soundtrack. We got OOC. Ook. 0B, we don't know. 0C is driving. Driving is the theme that plays when, way back in episode 11, remember how we had like the camera facing down on the road and then it like went down and like basically became a car and then we started driving and then I mentioned how it sounded like I'm scared. That's what that theme is. School, I feel like that's obvious what that one's for. Girl World, okay. So that's the one that I didn't know what the significance of Girl World was. I know it's connected to girl. I don't know what the world part means, though. That's the thing. 0F, we don't know. We have Explore 1. I feel like I remember this from seeing it in the subtitles, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is referring to. Maybe it's that Explore Min soundtrack. That could be it, yeah. We have Explore 2. 12 we don't know. 13 is Go Back. Wait a minute. Go back. 0F and then to 10. So why do we have the A, B, C, D, E, and F? That's interesting. What's up with that numbering system? And yeah, 13 is Go Back. I don't know what that's referring to. We got Pause 1, Pause 2, Pause 3, Next Option 1. Are these just sounds now? Next Option 2, Choose Option, Next Pet. And yeah, we got 1A again. Choose Pet, Quit, Press Start, Next File, Choose File, Next Letter, and now we're on 20. Gotcha. What is gotcha? Amber Cry? That's probably like the caught sound for like when you catch amber. I don't know what most of those other ones were, but they all seem like pretty basic like things. We got Randis Cry, Pen Cry, Toneth Cry, Roneth Cry, Wavy Cry, Amber Jump. That would be Amber's jumping sound effect. That makes sense. Amber Thump. That also makes sense. Randis Bonk. That would make sense because he has to bonk into the bucket. Randis Pop. I don't know what that's referring to. Randis Drop. Randis Thirsty. Randis Very Thirsty. And we don't know 2F. 31 is Bucket Push. That makes sense for when we push the bucket. Wavy Rain. Wavy Appear. Wavy Disappear. Beep. Beep beep, I'm a sheep? Like what? Treadmill? Oh, the treadmill in Even Care, yeah. Action Appear. Piece 1. What does that mean? Piece 2. Piece 3. Text Appear 1. That makes sense. Text Next. Text Done. Start. Car Pass. Okay, so these are Newmaker playing sound effects. Care A Cry. Care B Cry. These are when the cares get caught. Care NLM Cry. Windmill. I don't know what that's referring to specifically. Good Pluck. Bad Pluck. These are the plucks for the flower. Child Library Error. That'd be for the pause menu. Choose Child. Leaving. Wheel Turn. Pickup Key. Open Gift. 1997 Calendar. Okay, we can confirm that that's that year then. 2000 Calendar. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I don't think we've seen a 2000 calendar unless that's the second calendar that we were supposed to see. 1997 calendar again? Your calendar? What is your calendar supposed to mean? That's probably the 2017 one. Dial. I don't know what dial is supposed to mean. Also, what is this illustration? I just realized we got a hand holding the ball, but it's a hand on a stick? Like what? Focus. Unfocus. I don't know what that means. And we don't know a lot of these. Here's some more. Text Appear 2. Calendar Flip. That makes sense. Zoom. Don't know what that means. Zoom Here? What does that mean? Whoosh. Paint. Paint, I think, would be for the, like when Paul painted over the censored object. Thump. Draw mode. That would be the Tiara draw mode. Draw. Guided. Guided movement. Don't know what either of those mean. Head button. Marvin message. Bell message. I think these are for, Marvin and Bell when they do the cheat code typing thing. Care message. Care message is interesting. So does that mean in those recordings we're playing as Care then? That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, we don't know a lot of these. Okay. Care says uh-oh. Care says bye-bye. Care has voice lines? Is that what this is? Oh, and that's... Well, there you go. Care has voice lines. Those are all, I guess, just sound effects from the game. That's pretty self-explanatory. I probably didn't need to go as in-depth into that as I did, but I just wanted to make sure I read all of them, just in case there was something I didn't know.
Bye-bye.
And then, yeah, Care says bye-bye. Uh-oh.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Uh-oh.
Okay, so why are we trying to make Care say bye-bye and uh-oh. What does that do for us?
Bye-bye, 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 uh-oh.
So, are we just doing this incrementally? Like, Care says bye-bye a number of times. We say, uh-oh, we extend the number of times Care says bye-bye by 1. Ooh, that was a bar, actually. Wait, hold on. Like, what? Dang! Oh my gosh! Okay, we're still going. I guess it's the end of the video, guys. Oh, we're starting to slow down. How many times is this even? Oh my, we're still going. What is the purpose? How many times do we need to press it? Bro, stop! We're not done the video yet. Oh. What the freak? That actually did something? What? I probably should have guessed, considering he committed to that for so long. Actually, I don't even know who's playing right now. It's probably Paul, because Paul was being tracked in the last video. So, what did we just unlock then by doing that? Whoa, we unlocked like a super secret red menu. All recordings, room impulse, extra stuff. All recordings, is that like referring to the demo recordings that are like stored in the game? What is room impulse? Circle, square. Oh, what the heck? Anna Office? Who is Anna? That's a new character, but I just name dropped that. Okay, Petscop. Sort test, grave, and then we have cellar, gift plane, hallway 1. These are all like locations. Hallway 2, house, bath, that'd be the bathroom. House, gara? Oh, garage. Level 1 room, level 1 room. Okay. Oh, we're going in the house. Gen? What? Gen 10. Play? What? What is Gen? The introduction to the sound test menu is interesting because that, I guess, proves that you can unlock the sound effects in there. I don't know. I guess except for Care's uh-oh and good and bye-bye, because you need those to be able to unlock this red menu, I guess. So what is room impulse? And I guess we're doing this in the house. What the freak? Ooh, this is kind of a bop. And there's the symbol. Oh, we can rotate it. We got a whole bunch of these, like, Paul dudes. They're all doing different things. Ooh! Hey, what? Oh, are we, like, changing who we play as? We are. Why? And this is, like, Gen 10, Generation 10, maybe? That one's just standing there. What are we trying to do with this, exactly? I don't understand. So the rotation changes who we play as. There was some stuff about rotation in Petscop 14 where we had to rotate the disc and then that rotated Garolina. So is that like what this is? This is like the rotation mechanic finally being put to use. And then we have to like use this to like solve something. The door is open. Maybe we have to like leave or something? I don't know. This is rather strange. What is room impulse mode? Because that's what I'm calling it now. It's room impulse mode. And then I'm assuming like the arrow on the symbol down there is like what it's set to, or like what it's like pointing to specifically. I don't know. And then as we like rotate, like some of these dudes fade in and some of them fade out. So is it like different times of day, or like what are we rotating to get these results? I don't know, this is weird. And what does room impulse mean? Like, this is supposed to be room impulse? Like, what are we... Like, obviously we've picked our room, but like, what does the impulse part mean, you know? And like, does this prove that Care and Paul aren't the same person? Because like, there's multiple of the same, or maybe... I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to mean, or what we're supposed to achieve with this. Oh, but we can see which one we are playing as, because it'll be like the lit one. So every time we like rotate it, like one tick, I guess, it'll like switch to the next character. So that'll be interesting. Which character do we want to be? Like what? I'm stuttering, guys. Like what? Let me drink some water while this is. Oh wait, we left! We left, guys. That's what we were trying to do. So what happens when we leave? Oh, we can still rotate it out here. And we got a couple of other dudes following us as well. And we don't have the party balloons. What? Are we walking backwards? What was that? Hi there. This is not the same text box. And who's saying hi, by the way? Who is this? Oh, we are walking backwards. Wake up, you're free. Oh, so this might be referring to, Tiara? Or it could be referring to Paul. I don't know. Why is Paul walking backwards? Or, there you go. Thank you. Okay, I don't understand. I want you to retrace your steps. Is that why we're walking backwards? The family, as usual, wants to learn what happened to you between November 10th and 12th of 1997. Okay, so November 10th was when they found Care, and November 12th was Care's birthday. So what happened between then? I wasn't even aware that something happened between those two dates. What did happen? And where are we going? We went way off the road, so I don't even know where we're headed. On November 10th of 1997, you ran away from your daddy's school building, and on the 12th, you arrived at your house. Yeah, this lines up with everything we know. So are we playing as Care then? Because that would essentially confirm that my Paul is Care theory is correct, but also I don't know if we're playing as Paul either. I don't know who we're playing as. Or perhaps it could be like there's multiple of them. So maybe there's multiple of like sort of a similar Care situation where her was reborn into Care and multiple other people. That could be it, in which case the only explanation that would logically work is like reincarnation, I suppose, but sort of like a split reincarnation, which would be the only way to keep Paul and Care while also being able to explain this, but I don't know. And we really need to learn about this Anna character. Maybe that's who's talking here? I don't know. The question is, where were you on November 11th, and what were you doing there? That's a good question. Didn't even think about that before. What happened on November 11th? Where was Care? Okay, so where... I hope to guide you to that location with a spell, which will begin now. You are a girl named Carrie Mark, and you were born on November 12th, 1992. Hold on a second. So Care's full name is Carrie Mark? That's interesting. So we can start calling her Carrie now, I guess. Because I guess Care is like just a nickname, right? Oh wait, and we were born 1992, so that means Paul was also born November 12th, 1992, because they're the exact same age. And then I'm assuming all these like split reincarnations were all born on November 12th, 1992, if my theory is correct. And we're still just wandering. You have a mommy named Anna, a daddy named Marvin, an auntie named Jill, and an uncle named Thomas, and a cousin named Daniel. Whoa. Okay, so, Care's mom is Anna then? Which is weird because I thought Care's mom was Jill. Unless Anna is this her character, but then that doesn't line up with what we've heard before. That basically breaks down my entire reincarnation theory, because that was built on the prospect that her was like not... Well, technically we don't know what happens to her, so this reincarnation theory could still be possible, I guess? But then also Anna could not be this her character either, and then Jill is the auntie. But then we also... Oh! So Anna could be the her character. Jill is the auntie. But then Anna went missing or something, and then Marvin married Jill, I guess. But then Jill is also married to a guy named Thomas, and a cousin named Daniel. I guess up until this point, we've been told lies about the family dynamics here? I don't know. This is confusing. And the uncle named Thomas would have to be like on Anna's side, because he'd be married to Jill, and then Marvin's brother is Rainer, so we don't know who Rainer was married to, if anyone, really. I don't know, this whole statement kind of threw a curveball at me. I was not expecting this. This is definitely something I'll have to think about. Also, that's a lot of dots there. I know what you must... Can I read properly, please? I know what you must be thinking. Have these statements always been true? Or have I cursed you? Yeah, so that was part of a spell, right? So did we just retcon that all into existence? Like, what? What is going on here? And where are we going in the New Maker plane? Why are we just walking backwards? Why are we Mater? What? Is there such a thing? A curse that changes your past? Bro, that would be wild, but I don't think that's the case. Well, actually, it could be the case, so then what is happening? You gonna tell us? Stop thinking. You were kidnapped and spent 5 months studying in an abandoned elementary school. I thought it was 6 months, because, like, in episode 9, they were talking about Carrie's gonna be there for 6 months. I meant to bring that up, like, the 6 months that they talked about Care being in the child library, referring to the 6 months Care was missing, but I guess it's 5 months. And we were studying in an abandoned elementary school. Abandoned is interesting, because I always thought that this was an active school. So Marvin had the perfect opportunity to just kidnap people and bring him in there, kidnap kids, if it was abandoned. Like, there's not going to be anyone in there. You ran away, crying, ashamed, covering your face. Yeah, we know this. You were blind at some point. Your movements stopped making sense. At some point is in white, which is not like the curse text color. Also, the curse text color is yellow, which I think the only thing that could refer to, aside from like it being like the curse stuff, is that this is all info about Care, which makes sense. Your movements stop making sense. Bumping into walls and doors, dodging invisible obstacles. Okay, so that's like the demo stuff, right? So Care started seeing the demo stuff. Find the moment when you were led astray on the road. Wait. Did I read that wrong? When were you led astray on the road? Okay. And then I guess that's the end of the text. Right? Yeah, that's it. So where are we going? And I guess this symbol here doesn't matter. Oh, okay. So we've skipped a whole bunch of time. A girl went missing around here. Oh? So I'm going to assume, right, that all of the specific placements of all the buildings in the Newmaker plane correspond to, I guess, the real-world locations that Petscop pulls into its world. So if a girl went missing around here, that means that all the backwards zigzags we've been doing have led to this, whatever the real-world location is. Or maybe that's not true. We're going this way now. A girl went missing around here. That'd probably be Care. Story goes, your daddy used to sit on a bench with a birthday... What? With a birthday what? A birthday rake? A birthday coke? A birthday cake? Trying to lure her home. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Instead of missing girl signs, he put up birthday girl signs, promising cake to the birthday. So that explains the signs outside the house in the birthday. But Marvin wasn't there, right? That's weird. He put up birthday girl signs, and then Care came to the party and then did all that. Actually, no, that's not weird. That makes sense that's what happened. I don't like that our text is being cut off. Of course, the birthday girl never came home, to his disappointment. Oh! Now that part doesn't make sense. So the birthday stuff on the bench is referring to the bench we saw in episode 9 and also episode 11. It might have been the bench at the school. When I learned about this absurd story, I spent a lot of time digging. And that's when he found the windmill stuff. Ooh! Right. Eventually, I found out what really happened to that girl. I thought they were talking about Care. They're really talking about her right now. Was her a child then? I am so confused, because how can Marvin marry her sister if her is a child, but then like maybe they're not the same age, so then it's okay? I don't know. This episode is really befuddling me right now. Want to know? Ask. What? So do we have to summon that thing again? Or like what do we have to do? Oh. Yeah, we're doing these motions again. What? Yeah. Yeah, we're doing the motions that Paul did to summon the thing. There's just a little bit more, yeah. And we're doing them kind of in reverse. Yep, ask. There we go. We brought it up again. So what are we about to ask this time? We gotta ask, like, what happened to her or whatever. Oh, come on, Internet! I'm reacting to Petscop here! Bro, turn this back up to 720. Oh my, guys, my internet has been the absolute goddamn worst for the last few days. I hate it so much. Okay, what are we asking? What happened? Yeah, what happened? Are we gonna say what happened to? Because that might be a bit long. Oh, we are. Unless, are we? Yeah. We are. What happened to... This next thing's gotta be really short. What happened to her? We're finally about to find out! What is going on? What the? Something's coming out of the ground. What is this? Okay, oh, this looks like that party hat. That would make sense, because when we got into that area from her's room, the loading screen there was a party hat. So she's like the birthday girl. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. And that's what that birthday is. Oh, they weren't talking about Care's birthday. They're talking about that birthday. But I'm guessing they reused the birthday girl sign method for Care's birthday, and it actually worked that time. Okay, I'm starting to piece the puzzles together. But why is it gray, though? Oh, wait, there's more. She's dead. Yep, because this is about to be her face. Yep, this is her face. But then, because Mike's grave had info on it, are we about to get info from this one as well? Oh, it's almost, yep, it's completely risen now. So, do we get info? We do! But it's probably just going to be like yeah, Lena Letskovitz, or Letskovich, or however you pronounce that. 1968 to 1977, they didn't see her. They didn't see her lines up with what we know about, like, what happened with the windmill, and we know it's Lena Letskovitz. Still don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Also, we know her name now, so we can stop calling her like she's from I'm Scared. But we know their name, and we know when they were alive and died. All of this because of a secret sound test menu. We would have never found this otherwise. So this is very interesting. And I've never even heard of some of these characters before, like Lena and Anna I've never heard of. So, I don't know, maybe I watched these, maybe I didn't. I'm starting to feel like I didn't. Oh, we cut away. Oh, we're still traversing the New Maker plane. Where are we going now? What is this? Oh, we're back here. Are we back in this version though? What is this? Oh, this is the New Maker plane. Are we really back here? Oh my gosh, we're really back here now. Why? That's what I want to know. Why are we back here? Where are we going? Okay, I guess the mirror room's not important. Tiara's not even there anymore, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we're going this way. Wait, are we about to see Mike's grave? Because that'd be really helpful. Yeah, we're here now. So then, oh. Wait, can we just go check? Okay, nope, okay. I'll have to go back to episode 2 then. This loading screen was always like, the first 2 were always difficult to see. No, first 3, because the first one was Tiara. But that might be the same loading screen as it always is. And then where are we going now? Oh my... That car scared the frick out of me. Are we trying to get run over by a car now? Why? No, you won't get run over. No, you won't. No, it's not. They won't let you. They won't let you do it, bro. It won't happen. Where are we going? Huh? All the way back here? Or are we really going all the way back there? Yeah, no, it would seem like it, because they're not coming back. Well, I guess... Oh, that's it. All right, I guess they're gone. That was interesting. We actually learned a decent amount of stuff in this one. We learned a lot about, like, the actual family dynamics going on here, which... are a little confusing because there's a lot of contradictory stuff with the family dynamics. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But then we also learned about her character, Lena. I bumped my mic, I don't know if you guys heard that, but we heard about that story. But anyway, that's it for Petscop 17. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!